Hello, hello, hello. So just let's wait a minute. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Michaela. Hello, everyone. So this is an interactive webinar. First of all, Happy New Year. Have a beautiful 2024, rich, enlightening, empowered, full of love, full of happiness and creativity and health. Wishing you all the best. So we just wanted to do this webinar to start off the year great. Okay. First thing, imagine you have a closed door and you want to get it to the other side, but you need a key to open it. Okay, to get to that other side and to embark on that enlightenment journey. And this is what we're going to be talking about, opening the door and finding that key within us. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Malvinaanninou. I am a biofeedback instructor, biofeedback specialist, and specialty in electroneurophysiology and neuroanatomy. Let's go back to the door and the key. The door is your pineal gland, and that is what we're going to be talking about today and how to activate it. Activating your pineal gland, and the key is in you. It's within you. We all have that key within us, but we just have to find it. Okay, and that's what the amazing technology that we have, we can do it. We have, by opening the door, first of all, for you to know, for you to understand, opening the door and opening that, activating your pineal gland, you open up infinite possibilities, creation, enlightenment, a sense of completeness, a sense of wisdom. You have spiritual awakening and so much more. It's the basics of everything. There's a lot of information around there, out there in the internet and on books and on YouTube, etc., on techniques on how you can incorporate daily lifestyle changes so that you can activate your pineal gland. And we'll be touching on some of these, but I really want to focus and get hands-on on our technology and our quantum technology for activating our pineal gland and unlocking this door. This amazing technology. So during testing, I'll get into the basics of pineal gland. So let me just proceed with the startup. Okay, and while we have that 3 minute, I'll go back and explain some other things concerning the pineal gland. So let me just go forward. Some of you may be new with our technology. Some of you are more advanced. I'll just, these quantum webinars are assume that you do know and you've already gone through the basics, but it's okay to even listen, even if you haven't, because there's always something that you get, even though that you may not understand some of the panels that I may go through. Okay, but you'll start understanding it, and more you get practice and hands-on practice with the technology. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. So, let me have my little cheat notes. My little cheat notes, because I am a little forgetful. Okay, so let's do new patient here, and let's do all of us. So, our special webinar on 2024 and building enlightenment. Okay, so I will add all of us as participants in the demographics and add on all patients as a group, so we'll get all that therapy done on us. Date of birth, we'll put today, That's 1/19/2024. Where were we born? Well, I'm here in Athens, so we'll start from here in Athens. I'm sorry, I don't know where all of you are from. Place of birth. Why don't I just put the world? And the country, the world, our Earth, planet Earth. Okay? Why not? We can put anything in here. It's our intention. I will not put male or female because we're both. I assume we're so many people here. I'm so happy we have a good group. So let's go birth time. We were born at 7 o'clock. So I guess we started getting ready at 7 o'clock today. Okay, save current patient. And let's go into the SOC. I will just leave everything blank. I will just leave everything blank here. And, let's put one mental factor, getting healthy and, empowering and activating our pineal gland, personal strength. I'll put everyone a medium and we'll see what the matrix will give us either way. I'll just put one here and one coffee here and one, just put, average. I assume that we all drink our water, right? Okay, so let's close. I wish we had a picture of all of us. It would be great if we had a picture of all of us and we loaded our patient picture. That would make our therapy even stronger. Okay, anyhow, well, I can put the webinar picture, but it's only me. Anyways, I'll leave that. But this idea, when you do a group, it's a good idea, to get a picture of your whole group and put it in. It makes the quantum entanglement even, stronger. Let's do calibration. And there we go. I have so many things to go over here. I have like piles of notes here. But we'll be getting into that. So, I would love to hear questions from you as we go along. Any thoughts or anything, let me know. Let's just finish with the calibration. I don't want to start a sentence and then finish it, be cut off. So I'll go into testing and start talking about the things I want to go over with you. Okay, so let's close calibration here and let's go into testing. Now, before I go into testing, I want to load the organic generator. And I want to add more patients to subspace treatment. So since I don't have all of your names and I don't want to put just one person, just the people who have, so I'm going to put all participants, and have that intention, all participants in our webinar tonight. And those intending and will watch the video later, because some people had contacted me that they couldn't be online today and they're going to see the video later. So I want to include them there and we'll watch the video later on. Okay, so all participants, they're all participants in our webinar tonight and those intending and we'll watch the video later on. Okay, so this is for all of us, and let's put our intention here. We are empowered to reach enlightenment, okay, in the year 2024, okay, for our well-being happiness, prosperity, intuition, completeness, and unity with our spirituality. Okay, and let me put 963 frequency hertz. That is for enlightenment. It's an enlightenment frequency and used also for manifestation. And I want to also put the number 33, a very strong number in numerology with sacred geometry and empowering the pineal gland as well, the number 33. Okay, so let's put that and field around each one of us 1,000 meters, interactive and spiritual harmony. And let's activate that origami field. So it's activated. And I also copy that and close. And I also want to do an electrohypnosis on us so that we are in tune with that. And let's do that. And we're sending that frequency to make it even stronger. The stronger we make it, the better. Okay. And so I'm activating also electrohypnosis so we can get into that enlightenment. I spelled that wrong. Anyways, it's my intention. So my intention is also there to reach enlightenment in the year 224 for all of us and for our health and, all aspects for us. So yeah, electrohypnosis. So, it's helping us, focus up there and to meditate on all this. Really important. Okay. Okay, so let's, also piggyback the electrohypnosis. I'll put it for 2 hours. I don't know how long our session will be. Okay, so electrohypnosis is running. Origami is active. I want to, open up the quantum prayer. I'm putting up some of the piggybacks so that I could get a head start. And the third eye stimulation. This one will be spending quite a while because the third eye stimulation is the activating the pineal gland in piggyback and making our therapy even stronger. And we're so lucky that we have the pulsar because we are the only ones having this third eye stimulation program. Okay, it's unique, it's ours, and whoever, any of you not having the program, some of you may have pulsar but may not have all the programs. The third eye stimulation is very, very important in activating your pineal gland. Okay, and we'll be talking about that. So I've activated everything that I wanted to do, and let's go to prepare and test. Okay, so while testing, I want to go through some things with you while that is working. I lost the paper. I lost one of my cheat-sheets. One moment. Oh, there it is. Okay, so first of all, let's talk a little bit about the pineal gland. Okay, what is it? Okay, sometimes some people refer to the pineal gland as the third eye, right? And other people refer to it as the seat of our soul. We know it as part of the endocrine system. Okay, it produces, the main hormone that it produces is the melatonin, and apart from other hormones as well, but it's one of the main hormones. It's located right in the center of the brain, and it's responsible for regulating the sleep and wake cycle, otherwise known as the circadian rhythm. That's the circadian rhythm is a 24-hour internal clock that we have in our brain, which regulates our alertness or our sleepiness, responding to the changes of light that we have in our environment. Okay, so this is really important. It also regulates appetite. It regulates mental and behavioral changes in general. Any changes over a 24-hour cycle. The circadian rhythm influences important functions in the human body. Like I said, the sleep patterns, hormone release, appetite, digestion, and the temperature of our bodies. So it's very, very important to keep our pineal gland healthy. As you know, any kind of damage done with the pineal gland can disrupt several systems in our body. Some people who have, like, they're really off, and sometimes we can't find the causes because just their system is just so off. And some of the main reasons sometimes I see in the main matrix, like a little, maybe even a little tumor or a little cyst going on there that may disrupt the pineal gland. Okay, so it's very important to have a very healthy pineal gland. Pineal glands, it has the highest calcification rate of any tissue in our body. What does this mean? This means that we need to be careful. Okay, now scientists and doctors are not 100% sure for some people why calcification may exist, because sometimes even babies are born and they have a calcified pineal gland. Okay, but some of the main reasons why a pineal gland can be calcified: fluoride. We know that fluoride calcifies. Long-term use of fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. And where do we get fluoride? Fluoride from our toothpaste, from dental practice, from the water that we drink, from pesticides. There's different ways that we can ingest fluoride. So, one of the lifestyle changes that we need to do is reduce that. So filtered water is one lifestyle change. Making sure that we don't ingest a lot of pesticides, cleaning our vegetables and fruit well, or getting bio. Yeah. And calcium. Now, is another reason why you can get calcification in your pineal gland. Not from food. Food is okay, the calcium that we get from our food, but too much supplementation that maybe we don't need. If you need supplementation in calcium, you need to get the right amount, not overly take calcium, because it does calcify the pineal gland. Other factors affecting the pineal gland is aging, metabolic activity, chronic conditions like Alzheimer, migraine attacks, kidney disease, schizophrenia, some pineal tumors, injury to the gland, rare genetic disorders, craniopharyngiomas. That has to do with inflammation and infection in the pineal gland, in the brain. So lifestyle changes, as I said, we reduce the fluoride and we have, filtered water, or we take care of reducing the pesticides intake. We reduce supplementation of calcium if it's not needed. Increasing sunlight also decalcifies your pineal gland. So whenever you see sunlight, go out. It's like, in the UK, whenever they see sunlight, everybody runs to the parks and, just get some sunlight. Very important to get sunlight to decalcify our pineal gland. Meditation and yoga are also very good in our lifestyle to activate and decalcify your pineal gland. Pineal gland also plays a very important role in your cardiovascular health, regulating heart rate. So people with issues with their heart or issues with blood pressure, pineal gland activation. Mood stabilization, people with, ups and downs with their moods, depression, what have you, pineal gland. Pineal and cancer. Melatonin has antioxidant effects and can help us with anti-tumor activities. Okay, so that's also very important. So this is part of the physical information that I wanted to share with you about the pineal gland. But today, our focus is more on the spiritual side and opening that door, finding the key inside us to open that and activate our pineal gland, as I said in the beginning. So here we have our matrix, and let's take a look at our group. Okay, so psychological adjustments. Okay, so there we go for the mood that we need to, when we see something like that, again, okay, psychological mood that I said, we need to work on our pineal gland. Some muscle aches, liver, the metabolic issues affecting pineal gland, anti-inflammation. Okay. Iatrogenic, the thyroid. There we go with the thyroid. And calcium, supplying combo remedy for supplying calcium. Okay. An issue there. So, what have you. Okay, so what I want to do first is go to the situation hold and say pineal activation for enlightenment. Okay, and double click. So, very interesting. Our unconscious says that we need to explore change and ourself. Interesting. So I'm going to take a picture of that so I can refer back to it, because I'm going to be talking a lot about a lot of things, or maybe I'll take a note of it. Okay, one moment. Let me take a note of this that I have to go over. So I need to go over any resistance to change, definitely. Okay, and exploration of self-awareness, let's say. Okay, these are things that our unconscious is telling us that we need to address and look into. So before I do anything, because I do want to discuss the third eye stimulation here, I'm going to put a little longer therapy to run, and so I won't be idle. I do that a lot. Sometimes when, I want to talk about things or I want to go do something else, I put a longer therapy when I'm working on my clients. And a good therapy to start off with, since we're dealing with the pineal gland activation and what have you, I'd like to go into the Aphrodite that we have. And I am going to continue. And I am going to test and treat. Now, the reason why I'm going into the Aphrodite and not the Apollon, I know we're male and female, but the Apollon program does not have environmental stressors. Okay. And environmental stressors, either way, does not have to do with any hormonal changes. Okay. So it's okay if I'm doing Aphrodite even on a male, just so you know. And I'm going to do stress reduction. Okay. So we can get into that phase, and anti-aging, because remember, aging is also a factor affecting our pineal gland. So I want to just kind of prepare us for the other therapies. So let's do a test and treat. And by clicking on those, I have 13 minutes to go over the piggybacks I want to go over with you. So let's go here to the quantum prayer and, assign that, the Schumann wave, getting grounded, UHF harmonics, the prayer wheel, getting all our prayers there active for the universe, radionics active, cybernetic loop, and the orgone field that I had already put, making it stronger. Subspace searching. Within the prayers and the quantum prayers, I've already, programmed a lot of abundance, prosperity for all of us, health, etc. So, our unconscious is asking for the stability of mind, not to lose our mind, and mind control. That's another factor. We'll be talking about it. Stability of mind. So also, and our ligaments. Okay, that'll be working on a piggyback level, subspace lifestyle force. 83 life force. Fantastic. We have a fantastic life force. Unfortunately, most of the people that come to me have a very low life force. Now, this life force is our battery. So I think we are really, really resonating with each other and really strong. 83% life force is great. Let's check for any negative energy levels. Ooh, we don't want that. Let's clear that. We don't want any negative energies, and that's a good thing. That's why I also put the environmental therapy that I put in the Aphrodite to run also works on those energies around us in our environment, clearing any negative energies that may impact us and affect us. So let's check the negative energy again. Let's make sure that it's no disturbance. Great. So let that run. Now it's time for us to go to the third eye stimulation. Let me get to this. Now, usually the first thing that I do here is the unconscious frequency search. Let me just do that and see what comes up. Ascension. Ascension came up. Ascension. Let me just explain some of these because they're really, really interesting, and it's important for us to know what each of these items mean. I mean, you can check them all if you wish. All of them are great, but I do like to focus on what our unconscious wants, but you can also check on other things. Ascension. This is the phenomenon where you become more conscious of your sense of being and your connection with the world around you. With the ascension therapy, you operate at a higher vibrational frequency. Okay, it helps you with analytical thinking and self-reflection. It helps you to choose life-enhancing thoughts and emotions. And in general, it raises your vibration in alignment with your higher self. So this is really, really important. Raising our vibration, ascension, awakening. This encompasses a wider, infinite sense of truth and reality. So it helps us get into the process of disidentification with our ego and get into a higher sense, more infinite sense of truth and reality. It helps you feel an increased joy when you're awakened, more wisdom, more grace, more relief, a better understanding of yourself, a connection with others and also with the universe. Okay, and in general, a sense of unity and interconnectedness with the universe in general. This is the awakening. Okay. Now, if awareness comes up, awareness makes the mind more spontaneous. Okay, it makes you more alive. gives you that immediate knowledge of any situation or fact, makes you aware. It's that force of energy that radiates into the field of illumination and in the form of consciousness, makes you more conscious of everything around you. It's like a spiritual awakening of self-knowledge and healing. Okay, and it helps you be more aware of your soul. Background sound. Background sound are those vibrations that help with the decalcification and activation of the pineal gland. Okay, it reduces also any noise that you may have around you. That's vibrational noise, the negative noise, that's radiation, etc. That's not good for us. And it increases the good vibrations to help decalcify our pineal gland. The calming and relaxation, that focuses on the pineal gland to get into the deep breathing and calming of the nervous system. It promotes relaxation. As it says, it enhances sleep. So that means it enhances the melatonin production. Okay, so which is very important, as I said previously. Connection to all chakras. Now, this is important. Now, we know that the crown chakra is that chakra that activates the pineal gland, right? And it connects the person with their higher self, the crown chakra, with the spirituality, enlightenment, and energetic thoughts. But when we balance all the chakras and the energy flows freely through all the chakras, this harmonizes our body, mind, and spirit. So then, when our energy centers are unblocked, this helps with, unblocking then the spiritual and the crown. Okay, so it's all an interconnection, and it's very important. Uninterrupted energy flow is very important. So connection to all chakras. The divine enhances the quality of a person's universal power. Okay, helps you relate more to God. So if a person probably, has maybe are not so connected spiritually, okay, this will help them get more united with the upper powers, okay, and divinity. Doorway to all other vibrations and frequencies. Our body is made of molecules which are vibrating constantly and creating this electromagnetic energetic wave. And different cells within our body vibrate at different frequencies, creating that special song, right? So in presence of an acute or chronic illness, these vibrations may change. So a high vibration gives more flow of energy and more happiness. So this will help increase those vibrations, okay, to get over, any kind of maybe sickness, or make a person feel happier, more energetic, feeling lighter physically and in their emotional and mental bodies as well. You experience with this a more personal power and clarity, peace, love, and joy. Healing door to all diseases by activating your pineal gland, you release melatonin. And as we said before, melatonin will help with your sleep function. And remember, sleep is, if a person comes to you and they don't sleep, that's the first thing that you have to, even if they have a whole list of issues. Sleeping is a reset for their health, okay? And it's very, very important for their relaxation. And as I said before, melatonin also has the antioxidant effect, okay, and activity for anti-cancer activity. So it's very, very important. Healing doors to all diseases, activating your pineal gland for melatonin release. Infinite frequencies to the infinite flat universe. This is an interesting one. This goes along also with the infinite spiritual world that's also ticked off. So you remember, life is infinite. And our time on earth may be finite, right? But our souls exist forever. So in meditation, the symbol of infinity is used to remind us of balance, focus, harmony, peace, and oneness. So all this therapy and this piggyback will help us, for focus, balance, harmony, peace, and oneness, that feeling of unity. So as such, the universe, since it goes on forever and ever, it includes every possibility, and includes endless versions of ourselves, right? Everything is energy, and including our thoughts, our emotions, our words. And energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but they are transmuted from one form to another. So when you have a thought or an emotion, it just doesn't end there. It's infinite. It just transforms. Spiritual world encompasses all this notion, but also connects to the higher power of God. That's the difference between those two. Meditation music. Though meditation music is the miracle tones in the form of frequencies. So it's sending frequencies and the miracle tones, right, to activate the pineal gland, like the 963 or the 852 or the 639 hertz. Pineal gland and detox and enlightenment. It decalcifies and activates our pineal gland. Soul meet and contact. This is a nice one. It helps you meet and connect with your soulmate and like-minded people. So, if a person is searching for their soulmate, or they want people around them that are like-minded people, this is the one you need to, check for, people to connect with people, like-minded people, right? Spiritual entrance. This unlocks the door in finding the key inside you. This is the key to open that door, right, to the pineal gland, to get to the other side, to embark on your journey. The spiritual entrance helps with meditation. So if a person wants to meditate, this will help them. Okay. Spiritual entrance helps a person love themselves, connect with like-minded people as well. Subconscious and ultra-conscious. The subconscious mind survives and sustains mechanically, right? Functioning, from memory and intellect. The superconscious or the ultra-conscious is that realm of choiceless thoughts, okay, of your mind that functions spontaneously and proactively with intelligence and not from the analytical intellect. It's a supra-sensory, supra-rational level of expanded consciousness. Okay, it enters into the other levels of consciousness. Telepathy. I love this one. Telepathy, this is a direct transference of thought from one person to another, right? Without having the usual channels of communication, right? You're thinking the same thing that someone else is thinking. You're in their thought. You think of someone and that other person calls you. It's that telepathy that you start thinking about things, or telepathy that, maybe, you're writing exams and what exams are going to be, what topics are going to be on your exams or what have you. This really works. Everything works. But, I've seen it. I've seen this happening. And this telepathy increases the more you put this on. Teleportation. Now, teleportation and this is checked for our unconscious choice. Teleportation, scientists and researchers have actually teleported particles on a subatomic level through quantum entanglement. The teleportation has to do with quantum entanglement. Now, of course, in this science fiction movies, we can't teleport from here to there, but our cellular, a subatomic level, we can be here and there at the same time. Okay, and this helps us being here and there at the same time. This is the entanglement theory. Okay, and it's instant communication somewhere. And apparently our subconscious wants this. Therapy frequency and along with unlimited health, they kind of like go together and overlap. Therapy frequency is through pineal activation, like we discussed before about the pineal, and unlimited health means unlimited. There's no limit. Okay. Unlimited mind, power, and control. And this is checked for us. Now, this is interesting. This molds your personality into someone who you want to be. It gives you the power to shape your future for manifestation, okay, according to how you want to live. Unlimited power of the mind will assist you with transcendental meditation. This promotes relaxed awareness, stress relief, self-development, and higher states of consciousness. And last but not least on the list is the yoga and kundalini. And this, in general, makes your body stronger and more energetic. It also increases your level of self-awareness and consciousness, and it instills a deep sense of relaxation and improves your heart health and reduces stress. The kundalini is the life force that lies like a coiled serpent at the base of your spine. And at that spot, that can be sent through the energy, through the spine towards the head. That's why it gives you a stronger, more energetic feeling. It helps with your posture. It helps with exercising. So this energetic therapy gives you and activates the dormant energy at the base of your spine, basically, and it raises and it goes up through all the chakras to the head. So this is also very important in raising energy. So, you can check them all, but it's interesting always to see what the unconscious choice asks for. And, it's amazing. People who are really sensitive, they immediately feel as soon as you put it on piggyback and you activate this. Now, there are also other choices here. The life process and choosing, if you want to focus more on the soul, it's, you can do either one. It's not, you can't check them all. So the unconscious wants us to work on our soul. The unconscious wants to work on our conscious awakening life state, maybe to make us more conscious of what's going on around us. And it wants to choose the frequency 7.83 hertz. I like to leave it on the unconscious choice. That's my choice. But now I usually do a check for long-term therapy and start. And there we go. So now that's running on us. Let's see, let's go back. And this is done. Usually it takes us back when this is finished. But okay, so this was done. So we've been doing therapy this whole time. Let's close this and go back here. Now, let's take a look. First of all, let's see on our matrix where pineal gland is. Pineal. So we are reacting a little bit to the melatonin issues. I've been informed that for those of you who know that, our info box has been repaired. And we have a new update coming up within a few days, so we'll be seeing that too. Empty info. Let's empty this one, and let's put a little bit of some of the melatonin that in the pineal gland that's been reacting. Okay. Clear search. Let's see what else. Melatonin. Something else going to come up. The same ones came up. Okay. Clear. Let's see where the fluoride is. I think it's spelled with here in OU. Fluoride. So it's just a little bit reacting. Fluoride also in our matrix can be halogens. So let's see how that is. Halogens. So we're not reacting so much. So we are good with our fluoride. Clear. Let's see vitamin D3 from our sunlight. Oh, so this is interesting. Pesticide. Let's D3 because TSD3 came up. It's not for vitamin D3. I wanted to see our vitamin D3, which is kind of reacting. But I see some pesticides here. Let's clear the search and see pesticides. Pesticides. So we have a few pesticides that, you remember what I said, that, that also is an issue for calcification of our pineal gland. So, you need to zap this. I'm just putting it on piggyback right now so that it'll run throughout our therapy as a piggyback. But normally if I had time, I would zap them, if we, to decalcify that pineal gland. Let's look at spirit. For spiritual. So we do have some, we want to open up that the spirituality and that key. Okay. Interesting. Past life phobias. When past life comes up as one of the top reacting items, it's a good idea to do past life. For those of you who know, we go over past life in our specialist course. And not sure if we do it in the technician course as well, but we do definitely do it in our specialist course for the past life. But if past life is one of the items that is top reacting, remember, whatever's over 90 is a reacting item, needs to be addressed. Okay, so spirit. Now, exploration of change in self that came up. Let's do RTC for resistance to change. Here it's not coming up. So maybe clear awareness for exploration of change in self. Search awareness. Anyhow, they're not reacting, but we do need to do that. Maybe we'll do some therapy there in NLP for exploration of change in self. Okay. And the last one I want to see also is human growth development as spiritual issues. Search to increase intuition, alignment of chakra energy, freedom, Christ consciousness. We have quite a few over 90. Feeling peace and ease, help to Yes. Well, Michaela, yes, releasing karma and reprogramming karma, but we'll be learning in our specialist course what else we have to do too. There is also another level that is fantastic with the past life. We'll be learning that. But those are the basics. Releasing karma and reprogramming karma. Feeling peace and ease and negative energy. And there we go with the karma. So this is all really interesting and all the piggybacks that we need to do. But so far, we've seen things that we need. I mean, even is more than just 1 2-hour session. If so far, the things that we need to address that we've seen in our main matrix is decalcifying, zapping the pesticides, exploring change, going into past life, doing karma, So let's load report items, and we have those all piggybacked. Okay. Short circuits. I have a lot running, so it's a little slow. Because those of you who were with us the last time in December for a closing end of the year, you've noticed that we didn't have a recording. Something went technically wrong. So just in case, I'm also recording it on my side apart from the webinar to make sure that we have the recording. Okay, and I apologize for that. It was a technical reason why it wasn't recording at the end, so we didn't upload it in our YouTube channel. But this will be uploaded. Okay, so let's do the brain. Okay, and second wave generator. Okay, normally I do it a couple of times so that the repaired is over all the other numbers, but for time purposes, I won't do it now. And I want to go to the endocrine system here, endocrine, and it's a little slow. We'll go there. I'm going to do the entire endocrine system, and then I will focus also on the pineal gland. %, which is great, okay, because it's higher than all the other numbers. And let me click on pineal gland. So remember, you either click on the white area for the entire system or click on the specific areas to get the therapy there done. 41 repaired. Let's do it again. Since our focus today is on pineal gland, it always depends on what you focus on in your therapy, on what you're going to do. There's an infinite amount of ways in working with your software. Okay, but when you want to focus on something specific, that's your intention, and that's how you start off. You're telling the artificial intelligence of how you want to work. I've told it to the artificial intelligence from the beginning through the origami generator, through the electrohypnosis, through the situation hold. Okay. So I got 92%. So let me close here. Before I go on to the other panels, let me also search the pineal again. So I do some pineal activation, and I want to go directly to where's the pineal gland? Pineal hormones, this one. Let me go here. I chose the sarcode, pineal. Okay, and I want to do an individual reaction. To do the individual reaction for 1 moment, I'm going to unload the report and do the individual reaction. So I can get some more information, perhaps. So, interesting. I am reacting 90% to the pineal. So, there is an issue there. And I'm emotionally resonating also with my pineal. So there is also an emotional aspect that I need to address. Prescribe some homeopathy will be good, and minerals. Minerals. Minerals are very important for your brain in general, but apparently we also need it for our pineal gland to activate those hormones and help with the activation in general. So it's also telling us to do mineral therapy and possibly some homeopathic therapy. So let's do 30-second zaps till we get a rectification of over 53. Okay, and mineral therapy on my notes. You know, there's so much information. It's important to take your notes, do your print screens, and remember, you know, because there's so much information coming your way of what you need to do in step by step. 64, let's do it again. Everything's running in the back, not everything. The quantum prayer and the third eye stimulation is running. I don't know if you feel the therapy, but it's going our way for all of us for a good year. 75%. Let's do it again. $87, which is good. Okay, so let me close that and let's go to our risk profile. Chronic fatigue. That is one hint that our pineal gland may be calcified. Okay, and not working properly. So is inflammation and stress, the metabolic factor, sensory, there we go, and cognition. All these are interrelated, again, with the pineal gland. So let's load them all in there so we can help with that detox and the good function. I'm loading everything that's over 90. Okay. Now, having loaded those things, let me see what else I can load, and I would like to load. My software is acting up. It's because I have so many things running. And emotional risk. I'm going to load that there. And hormonal. Okay, because hormones have to do with our pineal gland. And let's treat. Sometimes when this happens, you know, I've noticed, depending on your laptop, one troubleshooting is when we do use the third eye stimulation and we have a lot of other things open, like right now I have the webinar and the recording, etc. Sometimes my panels are slow. Don't start clicking a lot, just move it around a lot and it'll, you know, activate. Because if you start clicking, it'll block your software, okay? What I mean is, okay, I clicked it once. I'm not going to click it again. I'm just waiting for it to start. And what I do is, okay, so it didn't get it. Yeah, it did get it. Okay, so you see, just know, don't start clicking the treat button a lot of times because you'll block the therapy. Okay, if this happens. This will happen normally if you have a lot of things running at the same time. And if you have the third eye stimulation running with a lot of other piggybacks, okay, because it starts slowing the laptop down. Have that in mind, Okay, so what you do is just click. I only got a rectification 65. You just click on treat areas above and just wait. Just do it once and wait. Sometimes, I move it around a little bit and it'll come there. Okay, it's a matter of your system and the RAM memory. It's not a matter of the software. It's not a matter of the hardware of your device. It's an issue of your laptop and your RAM memory. Okay, so it's only 76%. Let me do it again. That's why it's important to have a good laptop. Really important to have a good laptop. And that's also another reason why on my laptop, I don't save a lot of things. I use my laptop for my device only. I don't have it for other things. So rectified 112, which is great. Now, I'm still here, and remember on the individual reaction, it said that we need to do mineral therapy. So here is where our minerals are. Let's go to minerals. I click it once and it's a little slow. So, don't start clicking it a lot of times. Wait. And let's load everything that's over 90. 1, 2. Apparently I clicked it twice. I usually click everything once to load them down on the bottom. Yeah. So potassium, iodine. This is happening because it's so slow and my finger is quicker than what I see. So anyways, what I do normally is just, okay, let me do this again. Potassium. Okay. Manganese. Okay. Iodine is there. Silicon. Okay. Lithium. Antimony. Vanadium. Copper. Silver. And gold. Those are the minerals I need. Okay. And so I test and treat. And I do it a couple of times till our rectification is over 85. Right now, I'm not working on my laptop. I'm working on my desktop, but everything. So many things are running at the same time right now. Okay. Yeah, I just move it around a lot, and it doesn't. It does the trick. Just moving it around. Okay. 55. Again, 55. So, when it goes up slowly, it's giving you that indication that we really need the mineralization, and perhaps they need some multi-mineral to take to help with their brain function and their pineal activation. So let's close here and zap close, and now we're ready to open our body viewer. And I will go back to the body viewer as soon as I put in a therapy running in the foreground. Okay, you'll notice that the risk profile is loaded. That's why we always open the body viewer after we do the risk profile. Okay, and let's go Okay, since we did touch on the past life, we're going to do a little past life. Okay. Okay, so, and I want to do that hint that I mentioned earlier, Michaela. So, so you see what I meant. Okay, we'll be learning this. This is really interesting. Okay, and I love doing this, and I've seen amazing results with it. Okay, so, aging. This is a little frustrating. Bear with me, sorry. Okay, close and go to past life programs. Okay, enter primary conflict. We're working on our pineal activation, right? So pineal activation and enlightenment. Okay, and let's see what may be blocking us from past life. It's the infinite, our souls, are infinite. Body is now, but wow, really old soul. The year 168, male, and it's in Africa, is affecting us all. I don't know who, but it's affecting us, and it's an incorrectable personality flaw. Okay, so what do we have to do with this? First of all, what I do, and this really works, is I go to NLP. Okay. Balance, responsibility of own health. So apparently we have a fear of aging due to this person back in the year 168. And, we can do a little treat fear of aging and giving responsibility to our own health. Let's just load it in our little info box and go to NLP. And go to NLP. Okay. Now, normally, and Michaela was correct in saying that we do, after past life, we do dissipate karma and karma therapies in the biofeedback, systemic relaxation, and reprogramming karma. Okay, we do that, but I want to show you something else here today, apart from the karma. One little hint, but we go deeper in our specialist program. Okay, but this is also very important for you to know. Okay, I'm dissipating karma. While that's working, let me go to the body viewer and infant run, and let's put our pineal gland. Let that run just a little bit, and we'll go back here again afterwards to do some other work. But let that run so we can decalcify and activate. Now you'll notice in the origami field, remember I put also the number 33. That's a very, very significant number in pineal activation. There's been a lot of documentation around there and research around that. And it activates different realms. And many times they say that, when you meditate, try to visualize the number 33. Try to count till 33. Try to hold your breath for 33 seconds. Try to, feel the 33 just raining over you. Okay, and that will kind of open up that door. to manifest what you want. Just have that in mind. Sometimes they say that if you see 33 coming up in your daily life, like, numbers, like in the phone number or whatever, in angel numbers or what have you, 33, it can be a sign that something good is going to happen. Just notice it. So the next thing I do here after past life is I go to the magic window high frequency. Yeah, it takes a while to rectify. And you're right, Michaela. And sometimes it's the artificial intelligence. The zap function is usually small. If you notice your therapy going in and taking longer, it means it needs it. For some reason, the unconscious is telling it to stay longer there. So the next thing I wanted to show you, when you do past life, you go under the magic window high frequency drop-down menu and go into time travel. Time travel is very important when you're doing past life. Where'd it go? It's doing funny things on me. Sorry. Let me time travel. Okay. Time travel and start high frequency. Now, the reason why we want to do time travel is because we want, since we're doing past life, we want us to travel into that past life and rectify whatever it is that is blocking us. That's what this does. It's amazing. So what I usually do when I do past life and I go into this time travel, I always do the time travel after past life. And I have noticed amazing results. And what I do is I wait till it goes to the rectification 100 and over, where it's deepening the therapy. And then I let it run at least another 10 minutes. And I tell them to close their eyes and just relax. They usually fall asleep. Sometimes they see some dreams. It's an amazing therapy, but it unblocks what it was that came up in the past life therapy. It's amazing. So, since we have that unlimited time that we were discussing while we were doing the third eye, the unlimited time, right, therapy, we need to do some unblocking there. And this is the therapy that does this. Good question, Michaela. Usually I do first the karma and then I do this. But it always depends on how much time I have in the therapy. I can do a quick karma therapy like I did today, or I can do the in-depth karma therapy that you already know of through the biofeedback systemic relaxation programs, and then do this. It always depends on the time that you have available and how deep you want to go towards this. But, even the simple one does something, okay? And then going into this therapy, because this will make them meditate. They go into a transcendental meditation state, okay? And it clears any blockages that they have from past life situations. Yeah, you are welcome. And it's great. So, say if I did the 10 minutes and then I would close, and the next step I would do is just do an unconscious choice and see possibly what other choices are coming up. So for the to clear the past life, unconscious choice. Okay, so clear the mental, Clear the etheric and do a high-frequency injury therapy, because there may be some kind of small injury in the pineal gland. Since we're focusing on pineal gland, the artificial intelligence knows that we're focusing on the pineal gland. So for some reason, the frequency injury therapy came up. So I would do it because there may be a small injury there, or the calcification, or some kind of tumor, and it wants us to do it. So I would do all three. Okay, I'm not going to do them now because I need to go over other things as well with you, but just saying. Okay. So other important therapies that you can do for the pineal activation here is superpower stimulation, sun gazing. Remember I said that the sun light is very important for decalcifying the pineal gland. So sun gazing is another important therapy. That's a superpower therapy, and it gives you the frequency of the sunlight to activate and decalcify your pineal gland. Okay. So we would wait till the rectification is over 100, and then let's do it. I'll wait till we do the deepening, and then I'll show you other things. And so while that is being done, we can go to the body viewer. We've been running the pineal gland for such a long time here. Let's go. Other things that may affect the pineal gland are the kidneys. Remember what we said, the kidney issues, metabolic, let's do the liver and pancreas and the gallbladder. Okay, the thymus and the spleen and the lymphatic, degenerative. Okay. Chakras. Very important for all our chakras to be aligned. So we can load them all if you wish, but we're going to be in the foreground balancing all our chakra either way. Therapies, inflammation, degeneration, stress release, trauma injury in case. Okay, and aura therapy. Let's do an energy boost and a foci detection. So the lymphatics, it could be either the lymphatics. Some people will say that this foci detection recognition could be the meridians or the lymphatics. I think it's the lymphatics. That's how I personally view it. I wait till the rectification goes over 90, and then I go back to the aura cleanse. No, we need more. And the face, let that run there. And let's do the sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is so important for activating our pineal gland. Okay, sacred geometry is, geometry and numbers and numerology, just like the 33 that I was saying, has such an important role in activating our pineal gland and opening that and entering another realm. Harmonics of music and 13-strand DNA. 13. That's number 3. But we want, of course, the 33. Here. Glory, enlightenment. This one is important. All of them are really good. So we have another way also. Let's go here. Sun gazing is still running, and open up iridology. In iridology, if you've noticed, we have a sacred geometry also here that we can do an unconscious selection, release and forgiving. Okay, so that is also releasing and forgiving, takes us to ascension and takes us to a higher level. Okay, and helps activate our pineal gland as well. So releasing and forgiving. Let's activate that. Okay, so we have everything running here in the background, and sun gazing. Now, of course, there are so many other items that you can use to help activate your pineal gland, just like the electrosense is very important, ESP, music creativity. Music helps, like I said in the beginning, with the music therapy and the music frequencies in the third eye stimulation. We went through that. Precognitions has to do with activating your pineal gland. Most of these, telekinesis. Okay, pineal gland activation, 963, there we go. Spiritual order. These frequencies help activate your pineal gland. These are all very important. Crown, cranial, cosmic consciousness, and brow, pineal, pituitary, hypothalamus chakra. Okay, and in the magic window, like we said before. Okay, I'm stuck again. I'm going to close some of my piggybacks. Okay, I'm going to close the iridology for now. Sorry, so I can start running quicker. Okay, there. Okay. Now, something else that is very important here is, look, angiotensin, hypertension. What did I say in the beginning? That activating the pineal gland also helps with the cardiovascular and blood pressure stability. Okay, so this is also coming up for all of us. Body and scan phase therapy. Okay, in the update that's coming up, they have rectified something that's really great. You'll be noticing it next week. Okay. So I'll let you know just in a second, but the first thing that we do here is to align our chakra. Okay, this is also very important, aligning our chakra for pineal activation. There we go. Now, many times when you see this type of thing here, this is the spiritual entity that is around us. Could be that African guy. I don't know, from in the year 168 that is around us. Okay, that couldn't be corrected. Then we need to clear that and look at the chakras. It's like it's out of the dimensions as well. They're really off. So we need to, they're probably like this because, we're so many. I have pushed the system to the limit. Okay, let me close something so it'll start working better, because this is a little frustrating for all of us. I'm going to close my piggybacks. You see now, as soon as I close my piggybacks, it's working. The only reason why this is happening is because I have the webinar running on the same desktop, and it's also my recording as well. And, that's what's causing this effect. Okay, thank you, Peter. You're right. So I just closed the piggy banks just for us now. I'm going to have to close the third eye stimulation so it'll start running better. Okay. Sorry. But you know what? I'm going to reprogram the third eye stimulation so it'll run the whole time afterwards on us all night. Okay, so we cleared the foci in the main aura panel. Let's go to the front. Okay, you see it's working faster now. Showing foci around the liver area and digestive area, left side. Okay, the right side. So yeah, in my notes here, the number 33 is associated with the pineal gland, as I said, and the third eye in the center of the brain. And the number 33 is related to the intuition, spirituality, and consciousness. With, you know, these readings go really back in history. So we're treating the foci until everything is cleared here. And go back to your aura and let's do the cybernetic correction. So by activating our pineal gland, we're increasing our mental clarity, we're heightening our intuition, we have a deeper understanding of our existence, increasing awareness, ascension, as I said in the beginning. So, you know, when you do this to, you know, on your clients, onto yourself, you'll see things going so much better in your life. You're manifesting everything that you wish for, retain, and just, you know, increase your joy in your life. There we go. You see, our chakras are starting to get aligned. We train over and over again. Oops, that superimposition came back again, that entity. So we do this over and over again till we get all our chakras aligned, till there's no entities around, and till the colors are till the outer rim of your dimensional layers. Dramatic dysfunction and disconnection. No. Flaw in ancestral, flaw in cosmic. Okay. So we're trying to rectify all this. So we've got our chakras aligned right now, but now we want the full spectrum on all the levels of the dimensions here. We've got them there. Great. Now, let's go to the skin rejuvenation. Okay. Now, if we've loaded our client face from calibration, there's a new function there, and it's really great where we can center our face even better. It's great. Our managers at Quantum Medical have fixed it perfectly. Yeah. So what we want to do here, what I would do here in order to activate, first of all, our pineal gland is go to the forehead treatment for the third eye and do a 1 minute there. Look at this. There we go. And it's doing there. Now, if we have our picture here, we'll have our picture. We can, you can see your own self there, or your client can see themselves there. And, it's the seeing effect, and it's even stronger. Okay, but right now we are activating the pineal gland through the forehead there. By the way, when you work also the forehead, okay, right now, this is also for anti-aging and the forehead treatment for wrinkles, etc. But you're sending energy there to the forehead. So it's the frontal lobe, and the frontal lobe also has to do with motivation and emotional, stability and focus, etc. So, but it's also working your pineal gland. It's going to the third eye right there. Okay. Having done that, I would do till the rectification is over 85. And after that, go to harmonize to divine light. Okay. Harmonize to divine light. And then after that, do the divine light to pineal gland. These two are great. You've activated the forehead. You're going deeper and deeper. It's a step-by-step process. Going towards enlightenment. Okay. So this work will really help with a person, gaining spirituality, gaining a more philosophical, let's say, intention to ascend themselves. They gain insight in themselves, more awareness for education, for gaining knowledge, gaining spiritual knowledge. So how did I do 53%? I will do it again and again till I get a good rectification, and then the divine light to pineal gland. In general, the concept of enlightenment has to do with the power by which a human understands the universe and improves their own condition. Okay, so it's our goals. Our goals in increasing knowledge, in increasing our freedom, and increasing our happiness. This is what enlightenment and the concept of enlightenment is. Now, after I will do this, we're going to go into enlightenment therapy and transcendental enlightenment, which is the extreme special understanding of spirituality and unblocking any conflicts that are blocking us towards this enlightenment. Yeah. I hope so, Michaela. So yeah, we're gonna wake up different. We're all going to wake up differently tomorrow morning because I'll be running all these therapies on us all night. Okay, close and close. And let's go. Now, here's it. Silver splinters to surface. Anti-plague lung throat infections. Okay, maybe someone of us is going to get sick. Let's go to NLP and go to the Enlightenment therapy. Yeah. Yes, this is a protocol. This is a good protocol to do on everybody. And, it's a protocol of a couple of sessions, not only one, because there's not enough time to do it only in one. So, covert. The covert thought pattern is building your enlightenment and unblocking the conflicts and emotions that may block you towards, going up to ascension and awareness. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So socially, we feel like there's a little aggression and maybe some unrealistic things going on in our life that, may be blocking us, unrealistic things that we feel are unrealistic. Okay, and it blocks us. Personal secret, we lack enthusiasm and maybe we feel a little compulsive to do certain things that we have to do. So, doing this covert therapy will unblock these things that maybe we get stuck on, these thoughts, self-secret that we want to get into spirituality, but it appears that we have some kind of religious conflict. Okay, maybe we do need to go into the divine and ascend ourselves towards, spirituality. So here, if these type of things come up, it's good to do them, but also in the third eye stimulation, there's those divine and the spirituality, unlimited spirituality that we can piggyback. Transcendental secret, the thing that blocks us from getting that special understanding of spirituality, happiness, enlightenment, is getting out of control. Maybe we get out of control in some situations, and that is a blockage. We need to be open. Exploration of change in self, remember that came up, and self-doubt. So we work each one of them, each item, to unblock. One by one, we work them. %. Now, I'm not going to do them all till 85. Normally, I work each emotion and conflict one by one till we get a rectification of over 85. Unfortunately, because time is limited, I can't do that right now, but I got 76%. Assume that it's over 85. I go to the next one, unrealistic, and click on that one. $107, reset, and go to enthusiasm. $45, say I got over 85, and I do compulsive. So as I said, I do each one till each one goes over 85. I only got 46, but I would do it over and over again. Let's do spirituality. Okay, and religious conflict. Sometimes religious conflict comes up, especially, when a person says, to the upper, high divinity is God, why me? Why is this happening to me? When you question that upper force, that's when religious conflict comes in, unfortunately. So, that is, we should question. For some reason, it's coming and it's a lesson, and we have to learn from our lessons. Okay, so let's reset that, and manic uncontrollable. Okay, and self-doubt. Okay, and load each conflict here on the white line, all of them, and then you go on to build enlightenment, and that they'll be working as in building the enlightenment, mental superpower stimulation, activating your pineal gland. This therapy activates your pineal gland while at the same time addressing these conflicts and reducing these conflicts, okay, so that you can achieve ascension and awareness. Okay, so what you do is you leave this. This is one of my favorite therapies, and I love even leaving it on overnight. Okay, it does wonders. It makes the person happy. It makes them go to a different level. It makes them have clarity of mind to make decisions and have intuition and open that door. This is the key, and everything that we've done today is the key in finding that key, in opening that door and going on to the other side of happiness, etc. And, looking at everything in a different light. And through this, things will manifestate differently in your lives and in your clients' lives. It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. So we leave this on as long as you can. You take it to a deepening level and leave it on. If you're doing a session and you can't leave it all night, you leave it on at least 10 minutes and tell them just to close your eyes, just like we did with the traveling time for the past life. Just let them at least 10 minutes or 15 minutes relax with this. It's amazing. And then just tell them in 2 or 3 days, just start noticing how things will start unfolding in their life. You notice after these therapies, we've gotten our VARHO percentage up to 110. And this is our goal. The VARHO percentage, the energetic of the VARHO, to get it over 100. Okay, this is when you know that you've done the therapy that you need to have done. So you're just practically over. Okay, you've gotten to the level where you have you've done a good therapy. Okay. Now, having said that, let's go really quick to the biofeedback systemic. Okay. There is different therapies that you can also do here. Sacred geometry is very important. Also for entering those realms, the spiritual realms, and activating your pineal gland. Sacred geometry really helps with that. Okay, here you can work with the endocrine system. That will work your entire endocrine system, including the pineal gland, right? The last thing that I want to show you is the home use. In the home use, we have the dormant intellect gene. I'm not going to press it because it'll take 10 minutes and time is running. But the dormant intellect gene awakens something really deep in the pineal gland. It's that intuition. And it's a fantastic therapy also to do when you're doing these protocols. Okay, so even in the home use program, you can activate your, and just put it on home use, you can activate your pineal gland and do decalcification just, through the anti-aging, the stress reduction, awareness training. There we go. Higher ascension. There we go. Electrotranscendental meditation takes you to a different level. Chakra cleansings, like I said, because when you align all your chakras, that is the mind, body, soul that you're connecting there. Mental superpower and, dormant intellect gene. Now you have these on the right. That's also for pineal gland activation, spiritual order, and what have you. Always liberating guilt and fear is also very important in activating your pineal gland, unblocking any blockages that are there. Okay, so even in your home use, you can activate your pineal gland. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our webinar today in activating and manifesting all that we want for our 2024 with our amazing pulsar software and technology. See you soon again. We'll be organizing more webinars this year and, continuing in our quest for new things. Thank you, Edith. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. I love you all. Have a wonderful year. We'll be all together. Love you. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.